Hello everyone, and welcome to your second royal reading here at MadWorldTarot. Sunday, it's a Sunday evening as I'm doing this, and I have the Knights Templar Tarot on the tarot table for this reading. I am following up on my William readings, my Prince William reading that I have done recently. And it's a reading that I've been wanting to do for a while. Neil Sean said a while back that Prince William is quite determined that when he becomes king in due course, if all goes according to plan, he will act very decisively against the Parkles, take away titles, not just Duke and Duchess type of titles, but Prince type of titles as well. Roles, remove them from the line of succession, Harry and the children, and be very decisive, clear them out, get rid of them. That's it. So I'm going to have a look at this now, because I still see in William's energy, I still see some brotherly love, I still see some compassion for Harry, I still see some door that's kind of just open very slightly, but I also see the Ace of Wands that's popped up and that I talked about in the reading I have just literally done right now, this evening. The Ace of Wands, Harry is a threat that William perceives. Harry as his popularity, his charisma, his global reach. Potentially, Harry, of course, has done a very good job of destroying all of that himself, single-handedly. But that feeling that Harry is a bit of a ticking bomb that needs to be handled somehow if the royal family is to survive. That is, of course, my opinion, and this is all just my opinion. It's tarot for fun and entertainment, my opinion, my speculation. I read energy here, archetypal energy based on the royal family, the archetypal family. We can learn from what happens in the royal household, the royal world. Disclaimer in the box below, please read it. Form your own opinions about what's going on. I'm going to do a Celtic cross and look at William on the assumption that he does become king in due course, and he does have the power and the authority at some stage to handle Harry. How will he do it? What does he really feel about the situation? And I have got an interesting card that has come out. In fact, two. I'm going to bring them both out to show you. The Hanged Man in reverse and the King of Cups. That's our William when he is king. Water sign man. Hanged Man has flipped around. He has been powerless for a long time, hamstrung, unable to act, unable to express his feelings, feeling like he is being sacrificed. His well-being, his desires are being sidelined for the prodigal son. It's a quite a typical energy, I would say. I'm not surprised to see a card like this, but it is literally telling me that he feels that at some stage when he is king, he will finally be able to cast off those shackles of the Hanged Man and be able to act and stop having to sacrifice himself and actually live the life that he wants to live, the way he wants to live it, and do the things that he wants to do with regard to his brother and his sister-in-law. Strange to think that Meghan Markle is Prince William's sister-in-law, but she is technically. So there it is. The Hanged Man in reverse and the King of Cups. Finally, I can do what I want to do. Situation that William would be dealing with. Speculative, of course, and we've got the World in reverse. The situation that has gone on and on and on without ending. That is the World in reverse. The situation with Harry and Meghan. And of course, as I say, we are in speculative territory here very much because we are in an uncertain future right from the off. And so the World in reverse is saying the story potentially could just go on and on and on, drag on and on and on, because King Charles doesn't want to act decisively and end Harry's connection to the royal family, because of course it would end his relationship with his son, his very fraught relationship with his younger son. So that is what William thinks he would be facing, or is facing now, and potentially would be facing in future. What in particular would be difficult about this situation would be crossing or challenging Prince William. I had a moment where I thought I picked up the wrong card. It's the Sun in reverse. And we're not going all conspiracy theory here because of the way the sun is depicted. It's just a useful card for reading royal family energy without going all conspiracy theory. I want to make that very clear. When I use this tarot deck, I'm not using it for any other reason than literally to read on the royal family and their family story. Sun in reverse it's this threat. It's this it's first of all it's Meghan. She is Leo, sun is Leo card, so it's taking energy, taking attention away from the royal family with all their dramas, with all their shenanigans, all their attention seeking, all their stunts. So if something is going on in the royal family, a big event, then you can be sure that something will be going on in Montecito as well, whether it's watching a parade with your children, your alleged children, in Montecito, or whatever is going on. They will always try to outshine the British royal family. This is a big problem. It's like a black hole. The sun in reverse is kind of a black hole. Sucks all the energy, all the attention, all the good that the royal family are trying to do is ignored while this drama is going on. So two enormous cards, the world and the sun. I mean, they're cosmic cards. They are more than just here down on earth. They are out in the galaxy, the universe, you know, that kind of energy. It's big. It's a very big energy. Let's talk about William and his motives and what his shadow self is up to, and possible feeling threatened, anything like that. So what's going on in his shadow self? Strength. He's trying to master his more animal nature. That is literally what the strength card is about, as it's shown here. It is, please help me, give me courage, give me strength, give me bravery, let me do the right thing, let me be noble, let me be lion-hearted, and instead of being cowardly, but also instead of giving into my baser nature. It's a very powerful card. We've got three enormous cards here, two of them, of course, Leo cards, just interestingly, but I don't really see, I do see her there, but it is, the sun and strength are, because they're lions, they're Leo energy, are royal cards. And so this is casting the royal family into shadow here, and this is, I need to do the right thing. It's very prayerful the way it's depicted. As I say, I like using this tarot deck because it gives me that sense of what knights are supposed to be doing in their good and honorable sense. Ignore the conspiracy angle of the cards. And this is somebody who really is very focused on doing the right thing and on trying to pluck up his courage and make sure that he has the strength, the resilience, all the things that he needs to deal with this situation in due course. So his shadow self has not shown up, except in the sense that it is being conquered, it is being acknowledged, and it is being conquered. I'm impressed. I'm very impressed with that card, I have to say. I'm a round of applause, and I don't mean that facetiously at all. So what would his goal be, his focus in handling Harry? Let's say Harry coming back alone. The Temperance card is in reverse. This is the fallen angel. It's the angel when it's upright there. You can see in reverse, you're dealing with toxic. We just got major arcana here, even our underlying energy. That's an extra underlying card. It's all major arcana. This is big. This is a big story. This is an archetypal story because the major arcana are actually archetypes. If you get a bit mystical, they are the archetypes, the 22 major arcana, the archetypes that run our universe. They're the pattern. Whether you believe we live in a simulation or what we live in, this is the energy. These are the archetypes that we all act out constantly. And that's why we do these readings, and that's why we learn. Temperance card in reverse is the fallen angels, the toxic energy is the devil energy, trying to get rid of it. He knows that he can't be impatient. Temperance in reverse is impatient energy. He's got to be patient. He's got to wait. And it might fall on him. It might be his lot in life to deal with that fallen angel energy, that toxic energy, that devil energy. However it manifests, whoever embodies that energy, whether it is the wife, whether it is Harry himself, that destructive, toxic energy. He has got to weed it out of the royal family if the royal family is going to survive. Whew. Glad it's not me that has to do this. That's all I can say. Heavy enough just looking at these cards, let alone knowing that you have to actually do this. This is your role in life. So how would the past influence him? Prince William, in his decisions, what he decides to do. The Queen of Pentacles in reverse, that is the insults, the upset that Catherine has had to endure. His wife, his Queen of Pentacles, how she has been dishonored, abused, made to cry. She's been slandered and lied about on television, in public, in front of the whole world. All kinds of nasty stories going around about her and him and their relationship and all kinds of stuff. So that would influence him very much. So whoever decided it was a good idea to attack Catherine, big mistake. Big mistake. And even if they decide that they're going to attack her in the memoir that they might be writing, big mistake. What would be first thing William did? First steps with regard to Harry. Let's just call it Harry, although the wife might be around, who knows. Ace of Cups. Okay, that's interesting. That's the energy I was talking about that I see when I do these readings. I feel the pain, I see it, but I also see the brotherly connection still. It hasn't gone. We'll find out if it will ultimately go. But this is reaching out. That he would try, first of all, to express love, connection. The Ace of Cups is a big declaration of love. It's reaching out to someone with that cup starting. Can we start over? Let's start again. Bearing in mind the flag and the cross there on that flag, it's the lamb, it's the lion laying down with the lamb. Let's put our differences aside. Let's start over again. Interesting. Talk to me about titles, line of succession, things like that. William going to get his pen out. Hopefully pen doesn't leak like Charles's did at the critical moment. Is he going to get his pen out and strike a line through the line of succession? What's he going to do about that? We got the Eight of Wands in reverse. It's exactly the card that came up in the reading I've just done on the line of succession. It was the underlying energy. Eight of Wands in reverse. It's stopping something. Stopping some sort of assault, stopping some movement forward, stopping some progress, blocking it. And so it tells me that, yeah, he would do it. So that's, even though there is this emotion, this let's start again, there is still, you don't belong in the line of succession, your children don't belong in the line of succession. Given what has happened, and all the other things that have happened, and so that's interesting. How about joint projects? We've heard about the homeless thing that Harry allegedly wants to team up with William. We've heard about Travelist and Earthshot possibly teaming up. All of these strange stories been swirling around. Obviously, as the royal family gears up to get ready for, has been to return single and jobless and without any purpose or occupation in life and needing to be built up again and all the rest of it, things that make everyone very angry. Why should he get another chance given what he has done? I understand it all, feel you, I hear you, but we're just reading tarot cards now to see what William might think about this. How would William feel about doing joint projects with Harry? I'm not talking about Harry necessarily as a working royal, going out, cutting ribbons, doing all that stuff. Just shared projects. Would they do things together? No. Page of Swords in reverse, no. It's somebody who is very suspicious, Page of Swords. Wary, braced, strategic, done a lot of research, done a lot of snooping around, probably been informed by security people about things that we all might wonder about, speculate about, but don't know. I would say that there has been information gathering And the information gathering has led William, according to my cards and the way that I am interpreting them, my opinion, lead William to say, oh no, we are not embarking on any sort of joint venture together. I don't trust you. It's got a bit of a pirate vibe, that ship that's hanging out there. There is our knight. He's taking his armor, or what he's wearing is chainmail there. But he's looking, he's looking quite vulnerable, actually. But there is a pirate ship coming in to the little cove or wherever it is, with threats and cannon and pirates on board. So yeah, William may offer love, affection, support, sympathy, but he's not going to be bamboozled by any of this stuff. William hopes and fears in due course down the line, when all of this happens. There is our Ace of Wands in reverse again. This card just keeps showing up. William, it's the same thing. He fears this, that Harry could grab this. I think it's always been there. I think behind closed doors this has been a constant threat, even from little. I think we now see it, but I think that it has been there in fights, physical fights, words exchanged, what parents have said, what Diana has said, that Harry should be king. Harry's the most popular one. Harry's the one who represents the people. All of this stuff it burns. It burns. And William is very aware of it, very anxious about it. So strange that this card, I think it's the fourth time it's shown up in 2 days. Now, in the same context, in the same message, it's repeated. He hopes that he can put this fire out. And the way to put the fire out is with that Ace of Cups. Water and fire can result in steam, can put the fire out. It's risky. So outcome in terms of reconciliation, in terms of the brothers' relationship going forward. As I've seen here, William isn't going to mess around when it comes to the line of succession, when it comes to joint projects. He's not going to be fooled. He's not going to fall for it. He thinks there's a pirate ship on the way. He's hoping to put this fire out. What's going to happen between the brothers in terms of their relationship, their connection? Are they going to reconcile? Ace of Swords in reverse? No, they are not going to reconcile. It's not going to be happy families in the end. It's going to be Ace of Swords in reverse. It's going to be that energy of being at war. They're going to carry on being at war with each other. It might be less obvious because it's a sword that's in reverse, so it might be behind closed doors or spiteful things or through third parties or things like that. But I think we're going to have a lot of confusion. We're going to have a lot of infighting. We're going to have a lot of briefing against. It's going to be ugly. It's not going to be sorted out. Look at that serpent around that sword. That's very ugly energy. We're not going to get a reconciliation, not with that. We might carry on with lies, deception that's coming from one camp in particular, and litigation. I did a reading at the start of this year. Harry, I think it was Harry at 50, and I saw him still embroiled in litigation. I saw him angry, alone, bitter, falling out with everyone, including his family, his brother. There it is. Ace of Swords in reverse. Very ugly energy. Very ugly energy. But it doesn't mean that Harry is going to win this. It just means he's going to carry on being a thorn in William's side. And that I have seen before when I've done similar kinds of readings. And so there it is. That's your story for today, your reading for today. Thanks for watching. And I may not catch you tomorrow. Busy day for me. If I miss tomorrow, I will hopefully be back with you on Tuesday.